It's Monday night.
Yeah, your voice really is an encore.
What?
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 It's log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It's log.
I will suplex every single fucking one of you.
I didn't
That's
even
better
do
than
nothing.
bad. That's good.
I didn't do anything, but I just know that I deserve it.
So your
Everything
reverse
goes
psychology
wrong.
shit ain't gonna work on me, woman. Anyway, we're here again. It is a Monday night. There is no football. This is not a party, but you are invited.
Bum 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 bum.
Well, here we are again.
Alright,
It's
well,
always such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to kill me twice?
happens more often than you think, and everyone should be thanking whatever they believe in. Speaking of things we believe in, it's Chrisseries.
We believe in cursories?
We do.
That seems heavily misguided.
I believe in the idea, maybe not so much the application.
Anyways, Cursories are on the raid group in Blitz and FF14. We are about to probably clear Ultimate in the next week or two. I also do long plays and started a quick temporary project of Doom Eternal.
Bring the microphone closer to the monitor you're facing.
No,
Alright, well, you're a fucking...
it's legitimately 3 inches in front of my face. Let me see if I can fix it.
That's weird.
Different computer.
Oh.
Make sure to place it 3 inches inside your face, and then you'll be okay.
This microphone is a little big to be inside my face.
Speaking of 3 inches. What's going on, Oni?
Speaking of inside your face,
Oh.
Listen. Anyway, how's it going? It's Oni Hard. Yeah, I play RPGs and fighting games and Omega Strikers when that releases. Every time I say the name of that game,
It moves
Just
back a
less-
week.
I was gonna say it just releases like serotonin because I'm like, it's soon.
I know. I'm very excited for you.
I gotta hurry up. I gotta make my my cover art for when I play Omega Strikers. Yeah, it's gonna be super cool.
And all of your teammates are hogwash.
Don't tell me that, because it happened in the beta so many times. God damn them.
Okay, so what makes you think it isn't going to happen again?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Speaking of beta, the very large fish is here tonight. Darky, tell us. Did
Hey,
you
folks.
witness any of Dos Feros's alt chess run today?
I actually was there for the very end. It was glorious.
I saw some of it this morning. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, she's a really cool Portuguese streamer who's currently living out in the Middle East with her husband. So great hours if you're looking for ultra degen streams, that start at like 4 a.m. here. But anyway, I'm Sharky. I'm super old. I've been playing anime games lately, and I'm the one that reminds you to say nice things to the people you care about. So let's have some fun. And if you're not having fun for whatever reason, just try harder.
I was trying to formulate stuff, and all of it, like, I ran through my head was, like, super mildly offensive.
That's okay. I appreciate that. I feel that.
As,
right
as,
in that
as, like,
pumpkin.
as like a segue, and, like, the, like, it didn't work out. Anyway,
As a segue to our sponsor, Capcom.
yeah, I wish.
wow, you are blowing my ears out now. So definitely you've gotten closer.
Yes.
You chose for returning it.
Anyway, speaking of things that are close and approaching fast, it's Shy.
Close, approaching fast, and no, I lost it. I don't have anything. Shy, introduce yourself.
He's coming right for us.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Shy, you're muted.
I can't believe this.
I can.
Hi, I am Shy. I sometimes remember to turn my mic on when I'm introducing myself, but not always.
No, you don't.
Anyways.
Don't lie to the
Girl.
people at home like that.
I am Ninja Girl. I stream video games. You might know me from the projects such as Final Fantasy XIV Do Everything Run, Stardew Valley, and our most important one, our Voice Acted This Way Madness live stream every Saturday at 7. I had my streamiversary on Saturday. Things went a little sideways, but overall good, and we're looking forward to getting back to more Madness Lives on this coming Saturday.
Speaking of maddening, it's Lania.
Hi, I'm Lania. I'm a bunny. It's Easter. Well, yesterday was Easter. It's the year of the rabbit, so I played Bunhouse.
Yeah, how many carrots did you take? I mean, have?
Oh, so many carrots, Kyoto. So many. Hundreds of carrots. Also surprised that you've seen Bunhouse. And normally I do RPG long plays. I do voice acting here. I do voice acting with Shy. I do stuff like that, but I don't do a whole lot of it right now. I'm on vacay bun.
She's rather the stay-at-home bun right now.
Yeah, it happens. Alright. Me, I'm Kios, owner of America's Most Wanted OnlyFans. And, let's
That
do
does
this.
not exist.
That's why it's America's Most Wanted, baby. Once we left off,
It
was time to start the trial.
This volume. Am I gonna get yelled at for blowing people's ears out?
Oh, that's good.
It's not
Yeah.
clipping as bad.
anyway.
So am I back to being the judge, or is Chris the judge?
You are
Um,
led judge.
I leave that to our
Oh.
casting director.
Old man British.
Don't worry, Oni. After we finish this, I'll invite you over to my big black couch.
I need an adult. Your opening statement, please, Lord Van Zeeks.
At the heart of this incident is technology never before demonstrated anywhere in the world.
One of science's latest developments, I take it. The government is keen to capitalize on the Great Exhibition to improve Britain's technological advantage.
The technology being demonstrated by the accused was described as super high voltage instantaneous kinesis.
Good lord.
It's designed to disassemble human subjects using extremely high voltage electricity and beam them instantly to another location where they are subsequently reassembled.
Is such a thing even within the realms of possibility?
How much PCP do you want to take?
A gallon. You have to remind us which one of these we all are.
Pretty sure this one was Chris.
Disassembling people with electricity? My goodness, how shocking!
I think we missed one of Chris's lines.
And this one, I think. Was it? No, Kios, you took the last juror. didn't you?
Yeah, I'll give my part up just to save my voice.
Okay. This one was this one was you, Sharky, I think.
Whole idea's absurd. Hypothesis would never stand up to scrutiny. Sir, I believe you're a fellow of the Royal Society, are you not? An expert in your field.
Chris, I don't want to talk to myself. Do you want to take this one?
I think I have a different one, but I don't
One of you.
remember.
One of you had two jurors.
That's okay. If you don't want it, I'll finish it off.
No, sorry, I'm dealing with computer being asshole.
Oh, sweet. No sweat.
I am, and my word on the matter can be considered final. Instantaneous poppycock is kinesis.
So this expert and Mr. Sholmes are in agreement. It's impossible.
What is the prosecution's view on this matter?
The prosecution would assert that the accused instantaneous kinesis demonstration was a success.
What?
What rot? Order! Order!
The professor's hypothesis is currently under investigation by the British government. If it is deemed to have merit, a substantial research grant would be made available. The accused made use of the invention built on his new hypothesis to take Mr. Assman's life. In order to be the sole benefactor of the grant.
But
This disastrous demonstration was no accident. It was carefully designed from the outset to end the life of the victim.
hogwash.
Thank you, Lord Van Zeeks. The prosecution's stance is clear.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're all guilty. The jurors are all stupid as hell too.
Prosecution's stance is clear, but you will now bring forth witnesses to substantiate your claims.
Gladly, my lord.
Did he keep them under his cape?
Bailiff, show the first witness to the stand.
Funny shit.
Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court.
So it looks like we got Chris and Lania coming up here.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all feel good about that?
I feel fine.
Yay!
Yes, sir. Tobias Gregson, Detective Inspector, Scotland Yard's Homicide Division. I was on duty at the demonstration on the day in question and in charge of the following investigation.
And I just listened to this clip too, and I forgot the voice already.
Whoops. It's still in there.
Brain scientist.
You're born in England, but have been carrying out research in Germany in recent years, correct?
Yes, that's right. After graduating from university here in Britain, I went to work in Germany and made an amazing discovery. Which is what brought me back.
No,
I had to demonstrate my incredible hypothesis at the Great Exhibition.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. No, that's wrong.
What up, Imp?
What you have demonstrated was incredible, alright? An incredible explosion.
The science was a success. The instantaneous kinesis worked.
Oh, it's fine, dude.
Everyone
Hey,
saw
dude.
it. They must have done. Yes, there was a terrible accident, but the demonstration of my hypothesis was a success.
You're sounding overdriven as fuck, my guy.
Probably because we made him swallow his mic.
Well, that much is undeniable. As shown in this photograph taken by the forensic investigation team.
You doing okay, brother Imp?
This was taken inside the Crystal Tower, I take it. The centerpiece of the exhibition, no less.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's right, my lord. Seems the victim rammed straight into it.
I see. Very well, submit the photograph as evidence.
Photograph of the victim has been entered into the record.
As the court heard, the victim of this incident was Mr. Odie Assman. There have been a number of allegations made against the man, but putting them aside for the time being,
Yo, that sounds fun. Hopefully it's a good time.
he was the man who financed the research for the experiment and the demonstration itself.
I see. So to summarize the situation, the defendant is accused of taking the life of the man who funded his work. Would that be correct?
Exactly.
But couldn't it be that the explosion was caused by some malfunction in the apparatus used for the demonstration?
That's right. That must be it. My splendid machine. My splendid machine.
You're on that one again?
Sorry, I think we're making Chris go through a few hoops because that went from a little bit too hot to
Non-existent. It's alright. It's fine.
My Windows is fucking with my volume constantly, so I'm having to find it.
I know it's frustrating, but
It's alright. I'll
You
keep
saw it
adjusting.
yesterday, didn't you? We can't even examine the wreckage thanks to the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act, which really needs a shorter name.
What? The wreckage? The wreckage?
There we go. That works for now.
But that being the case, how can the facts be established? how can it possibly be determined whether this was an accident or a deliberate and malicious act?
Extremely simply, my lord.
I beg your pardon.
Isn't that right, witness?
What? Sorry, me?
No, your neighbor.
He's not here.
Yes, sir. It was murder, plain and simple. Anyone could state that with
What's up,
complete
Andy?
certainty.
What? How could he possibly think that?
Thank you, Inspector. I think you had better proceed to formal testimony. You will explain to the court on what grounds you claim this experiment to have been a front for murder.
Dong dong. Front for murder.
The corpse that went crashing through the crystal tower had a broken neck.
I made a minor miscalculation in the angle of the beam projection. That's all. That was my mistake.
But the post-mortem examination revealed another injury, a fatal wound. There was a lesion in his chest where he'd clearly been stabbed by something sharp right in the heart. So the victim was killed before he went anywhere, and this fella's the only one who could have done it.
You mean the dude that flew through an entirely glass building? Had a puncture wound.
The police are always correct about these things.
Uh-huh.
An extraordinary business. In addition to suffering a broken neck, the victim was also stabbed in the heart.
And you're to blame.
You
Give
give
love
a bad
name.
Information I would really like to have heard from someone other than the judge.
The coroner says death would have been all but instant from a wound like that.
You could say, in fact, that the victim was killed twice by the accused.
No, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Here's the experiment plan document that was submitted to the security team. The victim stood himself inside something called the bird cage, ready to be beamed instantly. To the second level of the crystal tower, about 25 yards away.
The experiment did not go according to plan, however. As the machine was put into operation, there was a large explosion. The blast caused the beam transmitter to point higher than expected.
Boink.
Accordingly, the kinesis resulted in the birdcage materializing in midair. From where it subsequently fell, crashing through the glass of the Crystal Tower's large round window.
word. One assumes the victim's neck was broken upon impact with the tower then.
Hopefully.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen. The machine was just too powerful.
Same.
But honestly, really, I swear, it was just an accident. A terrible accident.
Unfortunately, that excuse can't save you.
No, not considering the sharp murder weapon that pierced the victim's heart.
Murder weapon? What are you saying?
A whole lot of them. Bunch of murderers.
This is the autopsy report submitted by the coroner.
Oh, good. I needed something to wipe with.
The prosecution would like it entered into the court record.
Your request is granted, counsel.
The autopsy report has been entered into the court record.
I was there in person, you know. I saw the whole ludicrous performance. The only other person on that stage with Mr. Assman was that disgraceful excuse for a scientist.
Oh my.
Really, by all accounts, it must have been him.
She's got some very large tracts of land.
Yes, you do. That's why I like her necklace.
Hard to think otherwise, really.
Very well. Counsel for the defense,
Yes,
proceed
odious
with the
ass man.
cross-examination, please.
Oh, yes, my lord. I need to focus here. It's been a while. A front for murder. All right, time to smoke some PCP.
Through the crystal tower had a broken neck.
Hold it!
Are you suggesting that's because he fell from a considerable height?
Exactly. Which highlights something else about the whole rum business.
What's that?
The fact that the instantaneous kinesis itself was a success.
Ah,
After the explosion, the cage with the fella inside suddenly appeared out of nowhere in midair.
So although the experiment ended in disaster, the so-called instantaneous kinesis did actually occur.
Remind us, Professor, what was the cause of the fatal disaster?
I made a minor miscalculation in the angle of the beam of projection, that's all. That was my mistake.
you know what? That's just going to incriminate you. Let's move on.
But the post-mortem examination revealed another injury. A fatal wound.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because you probably didn't stab this guy to death, so hopefully. Another fatal injury, you say? That doesn't make any sense.
I didn't think I'd have to spell this out, but here we go. Just because there were 2 fatal wounds doesn't mean I'm saying the victim had 2 lives to lose, does it?
too right.
Obviously, at first, we thought the bloke had died due to his spine snapping in half as well.
But you're saying that's not the case?
You'll get your answer once I'm finished my fish and chips if you don't keep butting in every few seconds.
Sure.
That's an endless fish and chips.
But we all know that's a bottomless bag.
The victim plummeted 30 feet into a glass tower. It would be reasonable to assume that as the cause of death.
Okay, it's glass, though.
That's still 30 feet.
That's what we all thought, but it was a red herring, wasn't it? There was a lesion in his chest where he'd clearly been stabbed by something sharp, right in the heart.
Hold it!
The defense knew nothing of this crucial information.
The prosecution received this report from the forensic investigation team only this morning.
Well, thanks for looping me in, Baron Von Dickhead.
You're welcome. That was the first we knew of it as well. I can only apologize for the impossibility of informing the defense.
You really sound super sorry about that, Baron Von Cheeks.
Excuse me while I wipe my tears.
Sarcastic and insincere? Thanks. So, what was the nature of this sharp object?
Among the accused tools that were in use at the demonstration, one is of particular interest.
Of course, it's one of your tools, hairbrain. Great.
This.
Oh. This is going by itself, by the way.
Ah, there he is. My trusty little companion, Andrew.
Chris, you name your screwdrivers. Andrew, of course.
Ah, do you know each other already? He's one of my dear friends, like all my tools.
All Might's one of your tools? That's so cool.
I have nothing to say about this.
My wrench is named Ben, you know. We're one big happy family.
No, it's not. Listen, I am the spanner in the works.
Ellipses.
God damn it.
Andrew is my flathead screwdriver, of course. His brother, Michael, is a crosshead.
At what point can I just get up and leave? Is there like is this like college where like the professor doesn't show up in 15 minutes, you just get up and leave?
Is he really worth saving at this point? Like, we can just let him go, can't we?
Listen. I have a theory that all art is suffering, or from cultures that should be suffering.
All I know is pain.
Well, it would appear that your beloved Andrew has a red stain on his shank.
Tomato sauce.
Is he named Andrew because his handle looks like the letter A? Is that what this is?
No,
are
of
you-
course not.
Are you just experiencing this series for the first time?
Are you sure the handle isn't shaped like an A because his name is Andrew? What if the
That-
name came first?
That would be much more respectable, I think.
That makes total sense. I'm getting down on that one now.
Yeah, no, I support that.
I hate it here.
Only because you're paying attention, Streamer Coon.
That isn't...
It's blood. Beyond all reasonable doubt, stupid.
Wait, is it actually, or you're just saying this? No! It's
Can we
pasta
get
sauce.
Holmes's blood powder thingy? That's not all.
Oh, let me guess. His fingerprints are all over it, too.
I mean, it's a screwdriver, so, you know. The long, sharp shape of this kangaroo fellow is completely consistent with the victim's wound.
Well, at least there's not fingerprints all over it.
Don't you mean skin prints?
Oh, yeah, skin prints.
Order. Order.
Skinned marks.
The court will now hear this friend of the defendant as evidence. Put the screwdriver in with the picture.
Ow.
If the screwdriver fits.
You must quit.
All right. Hold on, Johnny Cockwrench.
Oh, hey, it's funny because it's a wrench. No, screwdriver. What?
It's a Johnny Cochran joke mixed with a tool.
I
Do we need to explain who Johnny Cochran is, Sharky, as the two fucking oldest people around?
I mean, I remember who Johnny Cochran is. He was the very personable lawyer that helped get O.J. Simpson out of a murder charge.
Do you know what his famous line is?
If the glove does not fit, you must acquit.
Correct. I believe, I think UCLA's law school named themselves after him as well?
I'm sure he had bigger cases before that, but that's the one I remember him from.
Mhm.
'Cause that case was on when I was in middle school.
Mm-hmm. I remember watching that chase in elementary school. Well, daycare, really. That and the Oklahoma City bombing.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a time.
That was a time. So one of Professor Harebrain's tools is the murder weapon? Great. I'm just gonna go clean my toaster in the bathtub.
Bring some steel wool.
So the victim was killed before he went anywhere. And this fella's the only one who could have done it.
Free ice cream. Jesus. Fuck him. Hey, look, at least Pete Davidson can make jokes about it. Hey, I looped us around to Pete Davidson again, Chris. Don't worry, we're good.
Hold it! Oh, I kind of know who that is this time.
Yeah, there we go. What grounds do you have for saying that?
Do you really need to ask?
Yes, you've lied to us many times.
Officer of the law does not lie. They obfuscate. There were only two people on the public experimentation stage in front of the whole crowd.
In front of the whole crowd.
The victim, Mr. Odious Man, and the accused, Professor Harebrain.
Jesus.
And we know for certain that before the experiment, the victim was alive.
That's right. Saw him with my own eyes.
Furthermore, following the explosion and kinesis, nobody went anywhere near the body.
Shocking, really.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, only someone else on the stage with the victim could have possibly done it.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Professor Harebrain, do you have some information that may be relevant here?
Oh,
Professor!
sorry.
I was just calculating the optimum coefficient of electrolysis to separate molecules in the human body.
That is some intense calculating.
Sorry, I had a. Ow. And the witness stand is the best place for that? It seemed as though you might have something to say
Does Cranky Ferret need a treat?
about Inspector Gregson's last remark.
Yes, that's right, of course. He just said that nobody else could have done it, didn't he? I was paying attention.
Yeah, that's right. Who else could have stabbed the victim, eh?
I don't know, but there's no way that I possibly could have stabbed Mr. Asman, as you say.
Eh?
Public stage, bro. Explain, please, Professor.
Of course, this cold-hearted policeman might not be aware, I suppose.
Emotional damage.
But humans are warm-blooded mammals with blood running continuously through their veins.
Yes.
There have been rumors and such.
Then surely you see.
If he had been stabbed beforehand, there'd be blood everywhere.
If I plunged something the size of Andrew into that man's chest, the whole stage would have been a bloodbath. No, a blood swimming pool, I know from experience.
I was gonna say, that's a good Metalocalypse song.
Blood swimming pool, yeah.
Death Clock would enjoy that one.
But thousands of Londoners were watching me at the time. And yet none of them claims to have seen a swimming pool of blood.
Well, no, I suppose not.
Ever the gracious one, Gregson, ever the gracious one.
You see, not one.
I didn't see anything like that.
That is not proper lab safety. Well done, Professor. That was a great counter-argument. Doing all the work for me, bud.
Order! Order!
On
That
today's menu.
chissy's,
Oh, that
Gosh,
thing's getting
cranberry.
smashed.
that chissy's gonna go flying.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we should have probably, like, kept count of, like, how many smashed glasses.
Pray
He's
forgive the discourtesy if I savor a drop from my hollowed chalice. Sorry, my chussy. To accompany my old friends adducing.
You're a douchen?
That man is going to pour 10 glasses and barely sip through one worth.
Yeah.
Here's to you, Albert.
It's kind of
Here's to
Weird.
you, Mrs. Robinson.
Oh, you're too kind, Barack. But I'm not really a patch on you.
No, you're not.
bro. Was he compliment fishing? That motherfucker definitely just posted a drop your PNG.
That's crazy.
Emotional
Neglected to mention one crucial possibility.
damage.
particular situation in which very little bleeding would result from a stab wound.
Of course.
Inspector, enlighten the court, please.
Yes, sir.
Where are they going with this?
Very well. You will amend your formal testimony now, Inspector Grayson.
The weapon the victim was stabbed with must have been left in his body whilst he was beamed through the air.
I want to look at Andrew. This is blood. Mr. Asmonds, no doubt. This is the problem with looking at murder weapons. Okay, very helpful, thank you. I've seen this unusual shaped handle before. It's the same screwdriver that was lodged into the grill on the floor of the kinesis machine. Which could be important information, so I should definitely make a note of it. Ah, there's some sort of lever here. Oh! What is this? It looks like a cross between a bow and a gun. I'll call it a bow gun. I think it's probably used for the same thing, too. It's a crossbow.
Okay, that's a pretty neat crossbow, though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. This groove here must be where the arrows are loaded, I suppose. So I was right. It's a bow with an automatic firing mechanism. This would be perfect for someone like me who catches his ear with the bowstring 2 times out of 3. To be fair, looking like fucking Dumbo over there, dog. Fucking flap flap.
That's crazy.
In fact,
bigger ears than me.
if I'd had one of those, maybe I could have beaten Kazuma in Kyoto archery training. That's a crank! It looks like you wind this around in order to draw the bowstring back and create tension. You must be able to fire the arrow with a huge amount of force using this device then. In fact, I would imagine it's far more accurate and powerful than a Japanese longbow. Yeah. I really had no idea what I was picking up when I spotted this at the exhibition grounds. I have to unfold it every time? For real? Bruh. All right.
This screwdriver's nuts.
I don't think that's what happened though, because we found it not stuck in the victim. You say that while the weapon remains in the body, there's very little bleeding. Is that unequivocal?
There was no blood on the experimentation stage, even though that's where the fellow was stabbed. The only explanation for that is if the screwdriver was still in his body, stopping any heavy bleeding.
It's common medical knowledge, my learned friend. Even on your side of the world.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but about this screwdriver. The thing is, we actually saw it at this scene ourselves, on the experimentation stage. Gregson was
What?
there. He's fucking lying. Again! Yeah, it was
Excuse me?
on the floor, by the wreckage of the machine. Poking through a metal grill. I went to pick it up, but the detective here stopped me. Isn't that right, Inspector Gregson?
Well, now that you come to mention it, yeah.
Inspector, are we to understand that you permitted the defense counsel to investigate? That you contravened
Contravened.
contravened the special dispensation for scientific equipment act.
So what you're saying is the police wanted a reason to just make shit up.
No, not at all. I wouldn't do that. I just let him look, nothing more. It's very clear he wasn't to touch a thing.
Yeah, that's true. The screwdriver was in plain sight on the stage. But it shouldn't have been, should it?
What are you getting at?
If this tool had still been in the victim's body when the victim was beamed away by the machine, then it shouldn't have still been on the stage. That's right. It should have been beamed across the Crystal Tower along with Mr. Assman and been found still lodged in the victim's chest. All right, mistrial. Let's go home.
Order! How do you explain this, Inspector?
I am very bad at my job, Your Honor.
How specifically do you explain it?
I don't.
It looks as though everything that the victim had on his person moved with him when he was beamed. If the screwdriver was still in his chest when the instantaneous kinesis occurred, obviously that should have been beamed to the destination as well. This is a strange situation. Even though people are saying that this instantaneous kinesis is a scientific impossibility, we're still basing arguments on the assumption that it did actually take place. All right, time to tighten the screws here. Bro! My lord. If the prosecution is unable to explain this inconsistency in its argument, we can only conclude that the testimony given in support cannot be relied upon. Bro, you looking pretty mad.
Shit.
You mad,
I
bro?
was mad.
You mad, bro?
Shit.
Lord Van Zeeks is stumped. Excuse you?
Nani?
Yo, what's up, Peach? How are you?
Do you have something to say, witness?
Please don't have something to say, witness. That would be really, really dumb of you.
Oni, your girl here.
Hey, it's Shu. Hi, Shu.
Oni like them girls with the big dumpy. Bro, any chance I get to needle you in public is my favorite time of the day.
What are you talking
Yes,
about?
yes, I knew it. It bears out the equation holds. Mr. Naruhodo, don't worry.
About what?
No delving into details, there is no inconsistency.
My guy, shut the. I'ma give you a lesson for free. It doesn't matter. Tonight is Monday night. It's shut the fuck up Friday. Okay? What?
Even if Andrew had been lodged in Mr. Asmon's chest, my trusty tool wouldn't have moved. Andrew remaining on the stage is consistent with my calculations.
My guy, stop talking. The judge is wearing a wig, yeah.
Oh, he's so stupid.
Again, do we really have to save him? Really?
Nah, I think we'll be alright.
I mean, that's what we call an 18 in intelligence and a 6 in wisdom.
True. Look, everybody's got a dump stat.
I think you might
Everyone's
be
got a
being
dumpy
kind
stat.
of
You are
generous with the
correct.
6.
Yeah, the 6 is definitely being generous.
It would seem your illusions have been shattered. Clearly, we should hear the accused's explanation.
No, we should not. He's going to shut the fuck up. Yo, what's up, Kuma? Man, all the
Or
homies
should I
swinging through.
say, this brilliant scientist's explanation.
He has nothing to share. He is mistaken. He meant to say, I'm going to shut the fuck up. Just when I'd found an inconsistency in the prosecution's argument, scientists.
Very well. The defendant will testify again.
How are you going, young
Provide
Kuma?
us with the scientific
And Shu,
explanation
how are you doing?
as to why the
You two having a
inconsistency
terrific night?
asserted by the defense fails to hold.
In the name of Apollo, I exert my right to have shut the fuck up Friday.
It's fucking super
don't-
important.
I don't believe Apollo Creed can help you.
Eh,
now.
it was okay. I'm not feeling 100%, but I'm gonna get through it. Been really grinding on 15 speed runs and, you know, getting ready to get the hell out of Japan. Or head to.
Be clear, I'm still at the stage of gathering data in my research.
Should start gathering shut the fuck up Friday.
The hypothesis states that Kinesis cannot transport metal, though. Hence why all of his blood would have stayed put.
Oops, sorry. My fingers are fat. Nah, we're going in like a month. I'm just tired.
In other words, the point just raised by Mr. Naruhodo isn't
Yeah.
an inconsistency at all.
I'm very excited. Me too. Me too.
Mr. Asman was part of my research. Without him, my work wouldn't be possible.
I just got to make sure my mom is like doing okay and shit. So it'll probably be a few weeks until things get like
Now
back
I
to
have a
normal.
duty to protect the incredible machine that we built together. Sorry, I didn't do the shut the fuck up Friday thing very well, did I?
Yeah, everyone's like my
Whoopsies.
guy.
So the thrust of your testimony, Professor, is
That based upon his hypothesis, metal objects cannot be moved by this method of instantaneous kinesis.
I
In shorter terms, this man is an idiot.
that is wrong.
in other words.
In other words, since the screwdriver is made of metal, even if it remained lodged in the victim's chest, its subsequent discovery on the stage, despite the victim being found elsewhere, is not an inconsistency.
Therefore,
And therefore, Professor Albert Hairbrain is stupid and could have been the killer.
My great hypothesis holds, you see.
Yeah, that doesn't count though, Dev. Obviously, or the giant metal cage that the
We
dude
had
was
to make
in.
the cage to contain the subject from wood for that very reason.
Oh fuck, there goes that.
I was not addressing you, witness.
Professor Hairbrain.
Yes.
Whose side are you on here?
I don't take sides, Mr. Naruhodo. No, no, no.
Bro, you're killing me.
My only interest lies in upholding my hypothesis. I am a scientist, after all.
I mean, you're a bad scientist because your hypothesis should be able to be proved false as well as true. Like, you need to support both, Chief. Is he working for us or against us? It's very hard to tell.
Let's see how you cross-examine this testimony, my Nipponese friend.
Listen, motherfucker's on his own, dude.
Yes, fire away, Mr. Naruhodo.
Fire a brick at your forehead, dog. You're done. Get off the stand.
Fucking
Can't even see his forehead.
Fucking, I'm finna find it. I'm gonna strike that shit like a hot iron on the forge, baby.
Breaking news: Ho is mad.
Fucking Ho's about to get murked on the stand. All right, let's do this, Albert Hainsworth.
To be clear, I'm still at the stage of gathering data in my research.
How about you gather this very nice package of shut the fuck up?
Hold it!
And yet, your retort to my argument wasn't lacking in competence in any way. It's spectacular.
No scientist can find the truth without first finding self-belief.
So, you're huffing the copium. Or is it
He's
the
coming down
hopium?
with some Naruto.
Fucking apparently, some Baruto.
I
Those were the...
can't
Oh, sorry.
believe it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Those were the words of a certain scientist I hold in the very highest esteem.
Is it Sholmes?
Yes.
But you realize that disproving my argument puts you in a very precarious position, don't you?
No scientist should strive to protect himself more than he strives to protect the truth. More words of the great harebrained scientist, you know.
I'm sure. Who was the scientist? Carl Jung?
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan wasn't a scientist.
Words that are causing me a lot of trouble. Who's the scientist?
Your father was an average warrior, but a brilliant scientist.
I'm afraid I couldn't tell you, Mr. Naruhodo.
Let me guess, because you don't know.
Specifically, I know who it is.
I'm glad you got that reference.
But as soon as I remember the magnificent genius's name, you'll be the first to know.
Great. It might be worth keeping the names of your idols to mind.
You're wasting your breath, my learned friend. This scatterbrain even forgets my name at times.
So, Lord Van Zeeks really did have a friend once. But I didn't notice hell freezing over.
My hypothesis states that the kinesis cannot transport metal, though hence the metal weapon would have stayed put.
Motherfucker's wearing metal glasses.
It's not metal, that's gold.
Is that also what? That's gotta be fucking metal.
Objection!
Professor Harebrain, you say that according to your hypothesis. Nothing made of metal can be beamed by instantaneous kinesis using the machine you made. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Spot on. Exactly correct. You've been paying attention unlike that, Judge.
In that case, I'd ask you to have a look at this photograph that was taken at the scene.
Look at this graph.
In particular, I'd like you to pay attention to the victim's face. You killed this man. You can clearly see that Mr. Asman is wearing a pair of spectacles with a metal rim. It's a nice rim job.
What? Metal? No. Metal can't. That's not metal. No.
You've already established that the proposed murder weapon, the screwdriver, was found on the stage. However, if your hypothesis correctly predicted that outcome, it should also have predicted that the metal rimmed spectacles would be found in the same place.
My hypothesis.
Professor Harebrain, this isn't easy for me to say. Well, who am I kidding? It is. Your hypothesis is bullshit. Get dunked on, you fucking nerd, idiot.
That's right.
Order!
Hey, what's up, Raiders?
Council, what is the implication of this?
Howdy, howdy, Ichi. How did stream go? If, on the day in question, the alleged instantaneous kinesis never actually took place, then it's entirely possible that the victim was killed somewhere other than on the stage. And in that case, someone other than the defendant could have been the culprit.
But my hypothesis is sound.
This is the weirdest way we have disproved teleportation, but alright.
I proved it that day. The experiment was a success. The experiment was proof of all of my work.
Yo, how was Nier Automata?
I could just say something here, in my capacity as a fellow of the Royal Society.
Oh, he's gonna dunk.
Yes, juror number 4. Go ahead. As a man of science, there's one simply thing I cannot abide. And that's a fraud who pretends to be a fellow man of science.
What great Scott are you suggesting that my science is suspect?
It's just been disproved, hasn't it? In front of all of us. In other words, the whole
You working on
demonstration
BSing?
was a complete nonsense from start to finish.
I really hope you enjoy it. I have such a love for that game. It is so freaking good.
Believe me, my fellow jurors, when I tell you that this man is a heel, a bounder, and a fraud.
I say the wreckage of that machine should be stripped down and thoroughly examined. No, never. That machine is the essence of my entire hypothesis.
Nah, I absolutely love Nier Automata.
It's protected by the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act.
I really hope you enjoy it. I know there's a lot to it, but enjoy it.
What the devil is that blasted act all about, eh? Who made up such a daft rule?
I don't like the way this seems to be going. What's the best way for me to help the professor?
Alright, I'ma do it.
Professor Harebrained has yet to perfect his invention. That would seem to be the case, yes? But even so,
Even so, what?
man, fuck you. You're adopted. Going to so much trouble and expense to create a fake machine to display in public? He would have absolutely no reason to do such a thing.
Objection!
He had an obvious reason to do exactly that.
Money.
For the research grant money.
Ah.
Ah!
The government was foolish enough to have deemed the man's ridiculous notion plausible. He and his conspirators would have received a handsome sum indeed.
Spiritus?
What would be the value of such a grant? 10 pounds?
10,000 pounds.
1,000 poundings.
True.
500 poundings a year.
That's pretty okay money, I guess.
You could live handsome on that much for years.
It does do the little ding at the end of the line.
Oh,
That's
I thought
good.
it didn't. I'm so happy. it
I'm
does.
so happy it does.
Y'all see that video about some dude in like a giant lecture hall where the professor banned like laptops and stuff, so homie just lugged a fucking typewriter in? Just started
yeah.
fucking clacking away on that shit.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Fucking that dude has large wiener energy.
So it used to be a rule in the PE exam that you could take anything that you could carry into the ring. And there were stories of like people carrying their partners in and shit.
Yep.
Society's noticed an increase in bogus public demonstrations in the field of science lately. Plenty of scientists argue with each other to get the largest slice of the funding cake.
I like bunt cake.
People's greed is plenty motive enough to get that lady's cake, I assure you.
What's the best kind of cake? Go.
Apple pie.
Apricot marzipan.
I said pie. That's not cake.
I stand by my statement.
Factually incorrect.
Let's hear from the people that we've heard the least today. Lania, Shy, what's your favorite kind of cake?
I'm gonna go for pie as well.
It's not cake.
Pie is just better than cake, though.
It's not cake.
Gosh, I feel validated.
Hey, at least they didn't do what I did. My brain immediately wanted to shout out booty, but I decided.
I was gonna be more subtle and say pound cake and see if anyone caught on.
Oh, in for a penny, in for a pounding.
The
Fucking-
best cake is this cake. Heyo.
Ooh.
It's lesbian flavored.
Here we go. My favorite, pie cakin.
No, that's a thing. It's like the fucked up cousin of turducken.
No, I haven't deceived anyone, least of all the government.
I swear to God, if I ever have to make that fucking crust pie again, I'm gonna scream.
My hypothesis is sound, the science is sound. Please, you have to believe me.
Objection!
No matter how unbelievable this hypothesis may seem to you, ladies and gentlemen, the fact remains that the victim was transported instantly to the Crystal Tower. Which means that the experiment was a success.
Barack.
And therefore, the only person who could possibly have committed this murder is the accused.
Whoa, calm down there, Barack Lobster.
Stop!
Where is this heading? I have no idea.
My lord, if I may,
North by northeast.
Yes, Lord Van Zeeks.
the prosecution would like to summon a new witnesses, actually, to the stand.
Oh, now you have multiple. Great.
Against my better judgment, what would the nature of their involvement be?
They were spectators of the demonstration at the exhibition, who were occupying special seats.
Sounds ominous.
Eyewitnesses?
Very well. The court grants the prosecution's request. I should very much like to hear from eyewitnesses to the incident.
The prosecution's stance is clear. This experiment was no pastiche. The accused killed the financier victim there on the public stage before the very eyes of the spectators. Now, my learned friend,
Oh. Yeah?
It's time for you to make your own stance clear.
There's certainly a flaw in the professor's hypothesis. I can definitely see that. But where does that leave me?
We shall take a short recess now, during which time the prosecution will prepare its new witness to take the stand.
As you wish, my lord.
Good. In that case, court is adjourned for 20 minutes.
Whole minutes.
Be continued.
Anyone need a break?
I just need a drink, but yeah.
Go ahead, grab a drink. Let me know when you're back.
Y'all fill
23rd
my.
October. Oh, go
I
ahead.
feel like Lenny and Shy haven't got to say anything, so y'all can fill my roles if they pop up for a few minutes.
Okay.
23rd October, 10:44 a.m. The Old Bailey Defendant's Antechamber. Okay.
Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh.
Sorry. What on earth were you playing at just now? Or rather, what on earth were you playing at all along? My hypothesis, my amazing hypothesis, you've been picking holes in it from the start.
Sorry about that.
But you promised me. You said you'd prove that Transit explosion was an accident, not murder. You said you'd keep my precious invention from falling into anybody else's hands. But all you've done so far is to try and undermine me.
Yeah, I did make you a promise. You're right. I said that I'd believe in you and fight for your freedom to the very end. But I also told you I was no scientist. I don't understand your hypothesis. The fact is, there's an undeniable flaw in your logic, isn't there?
But if I just run through some equations. Yes, you see, it's because my work is incomplete.
Perhaps it is. Nevertheless, a man died as a consequence. Chill, didn't he?
Oh no. You're right. You are so right. This is all my fault. And I have no right to blame you for my failures. I'm a disaster, not just as a scientist, but as a human being.
Well, that might be a little over the top.
And while we're on the subject, what about Barack? He's being awful.
Claiming his old university friend to be a murderer, you mean?
a disaster, not just as a prosecutor, but as a human being. Oh. But no, wait, he's the Reaper, isn't he? Perhaps he's not classified as Homo sapien anymore.
I'm glad that's cleared up. Can I double check something with you?
Yes, what?
The machine and demonstration you prepared, they were based entirely on your hypothesis, I presume. There was no trickery involved?
I drew the plans for the machine with my very hands. Every line was painstakingly drawn with the firm belief that science is the only future. So yes, it's true that my hypothesis hasn't reached maturity yet, but please, Mr. Naruhodo, you must believe in it.
I understand. Whoever wants it.
Counsel, defendant! The prosecution's witnesses are ready to take the stand. Court is about to be in session again. Make your way to the courtroom, please.
It all hinges on that demonstration. If the professor's hypothesis is sound as he claims, it leaves him as the only person who could possibly have killed the victim. But, on the other hand, Mr. Sholmes was adamant.
A practical implementation such as was attempted by the professor at the Great Exhibition is quite impossible.
So really, what should I be trying to prove here?
October, 11 a.m., the Old Bailey courtroom. Jai? I'm gonna take this.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby reconvene the proceedings of this court. Counsels for the defense and prosecution, are you ready for the new witnesses to testify?
The prosecution is ready, my lord.
As is the defense, my lord.
Oh, Lord Van I believe these next witnesses saw the demonstration of the day in question with their own eyes.
Indeed, they did. And as luck would have it, one of them is a police detective.
Oh god, no.
I was right. It's me.
So the testimony we are about to hear can be considered highly reliable.
Perfect. A detective, of all people.
The prosecution's stance remains unchanged. Though it ended in tragedy, the demonstration on that day in question was scientifically sound. And consequently, the sole person with the opportunity to have committed this act of murder is the only other individual to have been present on the stage at the time. The accused.
Thank you, counsel. The prosecution's position is clear. So bring forth your witnesses now.
Bailiff, show the witnesses in. The witnesses, whose proximity to the incident on the day in question will clarify the truth unequivocally.
Big words for you, Barry.
Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court to hear. And I was going to give this one to Sharky, but he is not.
I can take this one back and
Oh.
give up the rest of ones. My throat is not quite nice
Oh.
to me now.
Your throat's messed up.
That's okay. I believe this person looks French. My name is Balthazar Lune. I am the impresario of all the hot air balloons in vicinity of the experimental stage.
Shy, you got this one.
My name is Wilhelm Gottrick Sigmundsson Ornstein. Totally not a descendant of somebody you killed in Dark Souls, Elden Ring. I have come to see the great exhibition all the way from my home in Bohemia. I'm very rich.
Inspector Gina Lestrade, Scotland Yard. I'm a great detective, even Sherlock Holmes agrees. I was on security duty at the exhibition, and I got to go up in one of them balloons. Was amazing.
Alright. Gina? Again?
And I ain't never lied on the stand before. Never.
But she did mention that she'd seen the disaster from up in a balloon, actually, didn't she? And she clearly loved every minute of it.
That's great.
There were 3 balloons flying near the public experimentation stage when the incident occurred. 2 of these witnesses were in one such balloon at the time and saw events unfold from the skies above.
Damn, so dramatic.
You make it sound like they were in the clouds. It was only an altitude of circa 60 feet, maybe 20 meters, very low.
Well, you can't see nothing if you fly too high, can you?
Good point.
60 feet. About 18 meters then.
Thank
That's
you
still
for
you,
your
Shay.
introductions. Now you will give your formal testimony for the court. Kindly describe exactly what you witnessed, especially those of you who had a vantage point above the stage.
The view from 60 feet up.
It was an incident terrible. I am only grateful that my balloons were not damaged.
There's this huge bang from the stage, and the next second, another bang in the sky beside us.
From amid the smoke, a cage appeared out of nowhere.
The cage just fell from the sky like a stone and crashed into the crystal tower.
I didn't get a good look inside the cage, but no one went near it after it crashed into the tower.
Cool story, bro.
It was a cool story.
A most extraordinary collective account, I must say.
Could I just clarify something? There's a detail in the witness's testimony that I've not heard any mention of until now. Specifically, that there were 2 explosions?
More precisely, 2 explosions in 2 separate places. Yes.
Barry, whose side are you on right now?
When the demonstration began, the balloon carrying the 2 witnesses was around here. There were other balloons in the air nearby at the time, carrying other passengers as well, to be clear. Then, as power was supplied to the machine for the demonstration, the first explosion occurred. This so-called birdcage that contained the victim disappeared from the stage, and a moment later, the second explosion occurred, directly adjacent to the balloon carrying the witnesses. The birdcage appeared at the site of the explosion, subsequently to plummet down into the Crystal Tower.
I was very surprised. Suddenly a cage appeared before my eyes with a person inside. The blast was so hot, but I didn't want to miss a thing, so I kept my eyes wide.
You gonna tell us you're rich again?
I still have lots of money. Ellipses. Precisely who is this curious infant?
I'm told he is a young noble of a Bohemian royalty. Apparently, he disguised himself in order to steal unnoticed into the Great Exhibition.
Yeah, I am here in London on a sightseeing trip with my elementary school.
We will have the benefit of a child's point of view in the testimony.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Of course it is.
It's... Barry, shut the fuck up!
Barry.
Do we really need that?
When I remove my mask, this is what I look like. Ah, yes, I see. A delightful face, I'm sure. Yeah, everybody says so.
Great disguise, then.
The point is, the testimony of these witnesses further substantiates the facts before the court. Namely, that despite ending in an explosion, instantaneous kinesis was successfully demonstrated. And furthermore, that until the arrival of the police, no one approached the Crystal Tower where the victim fell. Therefore, only the accused, who was with Mr. Assman on the stage, could possibly have committed the murder.
My boy, Mr. Assman.
Yes, thank you, counsel. The prosecution's views on the matter are quite clear. So, the defense's cross-examination now, please.
Yes, my lord.
We gonna get onto it next time. Cause
I'm
It's that
still
day.
here.
I can be absolutely trustworthy. Detective Gina Lestrade.
Mate, do you think we have time?
I've got no objections to extroducing ourselves, but it's up to you.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I gotta
your
like
call.
go to bed on time, but like. All right, let's we'll push. We'll at least get through some of this.
It was an incident terrible. I am only grateful that my balloons were not damaged.
Are you sure about that? There were 3 balloons flying above the experimentation stage at the time, I understand.
Sisi, all 3 of them, my bellissimi bambini. They're very popular, signor. Some people will pay £10 for one ride.
Damn. 10 pounds? That's more than my annual stipend.
20 pounds a month. That is my pocket money.
Royals have all the luck.
I got up there for free, I did. Played the old I work for Her Majesty's Police Guard, you know?
Detectives have all the luck. If they're so popular, why would you be only operating such a small number of balloons, though?
Because I have too many in the sky, they could crash into each other.
The operators for the balloons were decided by lots, with each operator manning a particular area.
See, and the zone above public experimentation stage is the most profitable. The other impresarios, they hate me.
Thank you, witness. I think the court has a clear picture of the arrangements for balloon rides at the exhibition. Perhaps we could hear more about what you actually witnessed of the incident?
Hi, I can fill you in there, my lord. There's this huge bang from the stage, and next second, another bang in the sky beside us.
Hold up. So you actually saw the accident happen from up in the air?
Yep. Isn't it amazing what a detective gets to do, eh? But I'm telling you, Odo, being a lawyer is a mug's game. You should join the force and we can go flying together.
I do that enough with Susato, thank you. You know me so well. Yeah, well, anyway, could you tell us exactly what you saw, do you think?
Everything! We saw everything, because we were up above it all. That dodgy cove climbing on the stage, and that dodgy professor pulling all them levers. And that's when it happened. That's when there was this massive bang, and the cage disappeared just like that.
You are describing the moment the subject's body was decomposed by the electricity, I believe.
I know what to make of it. But then there was another bang right in the ear. I looked around, and there was a huge grey fireball next to us in the sky, and there was nothing there before.
Excuse me, child. Master Gotts, does your memory of the day differ?
My teacher at elementary school said that when you meet someone for the first time, you should always use their full name.
Yeah, what was it again?
Wilhelm Guttrick Sigmundsson Ornstein.
Just the 4 names then? The point is, do you have something to say?
Something to add in response to Detective Gina Lestrade's last remark, perhaps?
Get it right, Odo. It's Inspector Lestrade.
Inspect this, pants grab.
Why does
You
everyone
wanna
have a
pay me
problem with
enough?
how I address them?
That is not what I saw.
That's
Oh?
a kid with a concussion.
Yeah, there was a second explosion and it was right beside our balloon. That is true. But I'm sure
Which is what I said, and 1 minute there was nothing there. Next, a massive explosion.
my teacher at elementary school said that when someone else is speaking, if you are rude enough to interrupt, you will have the most awful life imaginable.
Alright, well, I'm a shit person. I'm gonna interrupt Gots because it's time to get to bed. Fucking got him. Alright, well, we'll pick this back up next Monday. And we'll extraduce the cast here. Why you side-eyeing the shit out of me, Oni? What the fuck, bro?
Huh? What?
I saw that shit. You were fucking staring like my pecker was out, dog.
No. No. My tracking must have been being weird.
Yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
your tracking.
Uh-huh.
It's totally
Yeah.
your tracking's fault.
Yeah, you fucking meat gazer.
Ah.
I love Clerks.
I like that Keo's just confirmed that his dick's out.
Listen.
Oh.
Listen, I do love Oni, though. Oni, why don't you tell us what you got on, what you're excited for?
I think I'm excited to play some more Mega Man X Command Mission on Wednesday.
Hey, yo, for real.
That game is pretty fun, but aside from that, almost completely done with the main line work for the new models. So I'm getting that, getting work done on that, and yeah, you know, just going along, doing it.
Absolutely. Speaking of doing it, I can't fucking type because my fingers are chittering.
It's almost like you
Grisseries!
have completed.
Tell us about the True NAS experience.
Well, right now, I have OBS NDI running and cannot VNC into it, so it's going great.
Lovely.
Are you waiting for me to do the rest of it?
Yes.
My name is Chris Arias. I lead the raid group at Blitz in Final Fantasy XIV. Currently working on getting the Might and Magic backlog up to YouTube and slowly working my way through Doom Eternal.
Voted for the third consecutive year in a row least likely to carjack you in the state of Florida, it's Little Sharky.
That's for the entire state. That's not just the 6 of us that are up here.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Sharky. I am very old. I've come out of retirement to play anime games, and I think they're going to say that I actually got a spot on Anime Speedrun Festival in May. So that's a thing. And it should be fun. So I've been playing Sword Art games lately as speedruns, and yeah, that apparently excites like 5 people in the entire world, so I'll take it. Friendly reminder to always tell your people just how you feel and let the folks you love know that you care. So please do that this week and be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes.
Hey, Sharkles. I want to let
Yeah.
you know that I care.
You're the best, Lania. I don't care what Shy says.
But I mean,
That's fine.
Why am I
I
the
always
one-
knew she would betray me.
Speaking of, Lania cares.
Hey, yo, I am Lonnie Ikea. I do RPG long plays, and I do them at like the end of the month or in May or something, because right now I'm on vacation. You can catch me here on Monday nights and on Chai's channel on Saturday nights doing voice acting. That's it. That's all I got.
Speaking of Shy, there is Shy.
yes, here I am. I'm right here. Hi, my name is Shy. I'm a ninja girl. I stream video games to keep people entertained. As Lania said, Saturdays we do voice acting. This Way Madness Lies, Void Games' wonderful Shakespeare magical girl game. It's me, it's Lania, it's Mokura, and a bunch of our other friends coming together to all just save the world and the plays of Shakespeare.
I'm also really pushing for us to do the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog next.
In other projects, I have some 14 coming up this week. I might have some more Stardew, and maybe some Fallout 76, depending on how stuff lines up. So yeah, come check things out. Let's go have some fun.
True. I'ma do my thing.
Do your thing.
All right, friendos, I'm gonna call it a night. We will definitely go and take care of things. I'm gonna try and get a schedule up tomorrow. I think Thursday will be late or no stream. I don't know. We'll see what goes on there.
Just how much an hour and a half of straight Judge can do my vocal cords.
Anyway, I hope you had a terrific time tonight. We'll be back tomorrow with more 15. I'm probably going to continue stacking a little bit of Fallout. And we'll just kind of go with what happens. I want to start working on Forspoken, though. But either way, we'll give you the usual rundown. If you haven't joined us in the Discord, check it out. It's cool. There is the YouTube. We'll thank our friends at Skytech. If you're a tea drinker, check out our friends over at Adagio. Proceeds of those teas benefit the Trevor Project. And if you want to support Stinky Catboy, check out the stream wish list. Let's see here. Let's go find someone to raid. How about... Let's go raid. Let's go raid Rianne. And we'll see you all next time. I hope you have a terrific night, and we'll check you around. Say goodbye, weirdos.
I believe yes is actually the answer to gay or European. Hi!
Why not both?
That's what the answer was in the